I'm here to do your job for you. Where's the fugitive?
No skin off my nose if you want to go in there and get yourself killed. The man you're looking for, he's holed up in the ruins. Though I doubt he's still in one piece.
That bastard's to be brought in alive after all he's done? Just because it isn't you and your pretty little Shemlin children he's after.
I don't know or care who you are, but you need to step back right now.
Please, Sarah, let me explain. The man you're after, he targets elves. He dragged my daughter into those ruins and killed her. I want him dead. My girl, Leah, she wasn't his first victim. Over the years, he's taken dozens of our children, and not once has he paid for his crimes. My name is Elf. We're nothing to them. We're easy prey. No one thinks twice when an elven child disappears.
I'll tear his throat out myself.
Thank you, Sarah. You have no idea what this means.
You couldn't turn to the guards?
For all my damn coin, I'm still only an elf to these Shemlin. There'll be no justice for my girl in the courts of Kirkwall.
What do you say about all this?
Yes. What do you have to say?
They won't go in after him.
Oi now, Elf. Like we said before, you're bleeding mad if you think we'll be...
This murderer cannot be allowed to walk free.
Then that bastard will finally get what he deserves. Thank you.
Not wise, stranger. You try to take justice into your own hands, the magistrate'll have your head.
Only if it's reported.
The magistrate can sod off. I won't let a murderer walk.
Would you hurry it up? I haven't eaten all day.
Girl.
You happy now?
Watch your step. Please, can you get me out of here? I just want to go home.
Leah, your father told us you were dead.
My father? Is he safe? Kelder said that he'd hurt my family if I didn't come with him.
Who is Kelder?
The man who took me.
Tell me where he is.
He let me go when I tried to get out, but then those things, they started coming out of the walls. I thought I heard him calling for me. I almost went back to him. I didn't want to be eaten. But Kelder, he hit me, told me I was nothing. I begged him to stop hurting me. I didn't think he would, but out of nowhere, he pushed me away and just started crying. Don't you see? He didn't mean to hurt me. He told me. There are demons. They make him do these horrible things.
It doesn't matter if the Maker himself was telling this man to hurt you. It's still his own damn decision.
I don't believe that. He couldn't stop himself.
She is a child and does not understand. Her pity is admirable, but misplaced.
I'll tear him limb from limb.
But it's not his fault. It's not.
Run to the entrance. You'll find your father there.
Tread lightly.
I knew my father would eventually send someone. I was hoping the beasts down here would get to me first.
You wanted those creatures to kill you?
It's what I deserve. I should be torn apart, forgotten down here.
Give me one reason why I shouldn't cut you down where you stand.
Do it. Kill me. Slit my throat. That's the only way the whispers will stop. I asked my father to do it, but he wouldn't. He didn't tell you, did he? The magistrate is my father. He's tried so hard to keep me, and what I've done, hidden away.
Not hard enough, so it seems.
I'm not here to discuss the magistrate.
Father is a good man. He tried to help, to stop me. But he can't. No one can. That elf girl, she had no right to be so beautiful, so perfect. The demons said she needed to be taught a lesson, like all the others. The Circle was supposed to help me, but they lied. They said there were no demons, that I was mad. This isn't my fault. I was crying, and she was concerned about me. I didn't want to hurt them. They forced me. The demon...
If the Circle suspected a demon at work, they wouldn't risk setting you loose in the city.
No. They lied.
Coward. Doesn't even have the balls to own up to his own depravity.
I can't stop. I've tried so many times. Please, you have to kill me. There's no other way.
He sees the truth of it. Allow me to grant his wish, if you will not.
Any last words before he kills you, Kelder?
Tell my father. I'm sorry.
saved her. My little girl. I didn't dare hope... Did you find that monster? Is he dead?
We could bring him back as the undead and then kill him again.
No, that's all right. I'd rather he stay dead. I didn't believe an elf could ever get justice in Kirkwall. I speak for all of us when I say that we are in your debt, Sarah.
I feel just as bad for those knife ears as the next man. But ignoring the magistrate's direct orders, that's madness. Spiders. I hope the fellow you took this from didn't give you much trouble.
Do men find you intimidating? What about Wesley? Did he?
Isabella.
What? Too soon?
Too soon, too personal, too... everything coming from... you.
Drinking from their tub again.
You have such pretty hair. What a lovely color.
Other children used to laugh at me for having ginger hair.
Really? Oh, I bet you were cute. Did you have pigtails?
Sometimes.
How precious.
Another time, friend Hawk.
Little Amelie running around the village with her flaming orange pigtails streaming behind her. And little boys all scattering and screaming for mercy as she approached.
Shut up, Moore.
Let's
my secret well. No one in the Order knows I stood by while our own were murdered.
You've brought back everything on the list. I'll get to work immediately. And of course, here is the reward I promised. Welcome back to Salt.
I hope they find Karen soon.
In these trying times, the
Wilmot,
Night
of course.
Commander is doing what she needs to protect us.
There might be some stragglers before the main group. Nothing we can't handle. We're close to the ambush, Hawk. Be ready. target. The Parkour Guard! I'll stick you! You happy now?
Finish this!
Well equipped for bandits, but dead is dead and the road is clear. Captain Jevon needs to know of this. Back to the barracks for your just reward. Ah! Not much room in the barracks, but there's nowhere I'd rather be. There's Jevon's office. Wait while I explain our initiative.
I don't know how they do it where you're from, guardswoman, but I decide the patrols, not you and your whims. You may have been put up for lieutenant in your first year, but I'll have no show-offs in my command. Have I made myself clear? Report to your post before I have you and your Ferelden accomplice jailed.
You took more than I thought you would.
Why would it matter which guard killed those bandits? It's not the first time he's made me wonder like this. Something is very wrong.
So let's find out whose toes you actually stepped on.
Then we should check the duty roster and see who was supposed to take that route. What have I stepped in this time? Threaten my friends. Not letting that one go, Captain.
Aveline! I owe you for clearing that ambush the other night. Saved me a mess of trouble.
Brennan, that route was yours?
It was. Single patrol. I'd have been dead for sure.
A lone guard isn't much of a patrol.
Shouldn't need to be. That route was clear for weeks. First noise out of it was your big fight. The captain reassigned me after he heard what you did, and I passed the satchel to Donick for his patrol tonight.
The satchel?
Pay and order assignments. Captain has us run deliveries to the outposts during light duty. It's usually just an updated copy of the roster. The satchel for that night was heavy, though. Anyway, thanks again, Aveline. You're a good one.
So the satchel gets heavy the same day we discover an ambush? If a god, and if he's not a good captain, I want to know why.
I bet there's a perfectly reasonable lie that explains why your captain arranged this.
I'd be willing to hear it, but not while a guard may be walking into a trap. Brennan said Donick. A good man. Donick. I've got his route. A night walk in Lowtown. Let's go make sure his quiet patrol stays that way.
The guard who'll throw you out if you kick that wall.
We can't waste time, Hawk. Guardsman Donick is here somewhere. must be getting close to the ambush. I'm not...
Aveline? You're a beautiful sight.
Guardsman?
I mean, I was on patrol and they came out of nowhere. I took a few down, but there were too many at once. The captain said this route was supposed to be quiet.
The seal of the Viscount. Office details, city accounts.
Valuable to a guild of thieves.
A sacrificial delivery with one of our own. Captain Jevon will answer.
I think a bloody response is in order.
That's not the way of a guardsman. Something Jevon has forgotten, if he ever knew it. This goes to the office of the Viscount. This will be known. The captain likes his thieves so much. Let's see if they welcome him in prison.
I'll make it back to the barracks. Thank you for your help.
How dare you! I am guard captain! I won't be treated like this! Ferelden, bitch, this was none of your affair! I'll see you hanged, quartered! This will not stand!
We found a number of debts to suspect peoples. Such poor character. But you, Aveline Valen, have proven your loyalty and ability.
The guard deserves better than him, Messire.
Indeed. The Viscount would have you put your care for the men into direct practice. You will assume the captain's job.
What?
In due time, of course. There will be training, approvals, months at least. But who better to rebuild respect than the woman who exposed this embarrassment? Resolve any outstanding business, guardswoman. You will be very busy.
Indeed, it is scary. Always where you need. Not much room in the barracks, but there's nowhere I'd rather be. Point the way, Hawk. Varric, no.
Well, you're the captain. Or you will be. It'll be easy.
I'm not petitioning the Viscount to help you steal ownership of the Hanged Man.
Steal? Madam, you wound me.
I'm about to. Big changes are coming, huh? Captain of the Guard. Thank you, Wesley.
Not sure I like being behind the dead in order of influence.
Of course I have you to thank. It's just... I've made a mess of things, time to time. But that failure... He's not with me. I know that. Wesley's at the Maker's side, or he's not. Either way, he knows no pain. What I keep is that moment. I won't let anyone down like that again.
Wesley's...
I have heard the chant. It is... No. But in my heart, that cut was cruel.
I can't imagine the captain of the guard will like wandering in my shadow.
It's not like this job means we're on opposite sides. The good you do, it seems rather appropriate. Besides, I'll be making the patrol schedule, and I don't intend to lead from a desk.
It's good that you can stay with me. I need you, Aveline.
You've been grand through all of this. A true friend. Captain of the Guard. Thank you for helping me get here, Hawk. It's where I should be.
Hope the day is treating you well.
Messiah, please stop kicking the wall.
Who are you to talk to me like that, you bloody peasant?
The guard who'll throw you out if you kick that wall one...
Andraste be my witness, Wilmot. I will have the truth from you now!
Mercy, sir. Mercy.
Were it that easy?
Don't hit me.
I will know where you're going, and I will know now!
Why are you doing this to Wilmot? Answer me.
This is Templar business, stranger.
You have struck me the last time, you pathetic human. To me!
Maker preserve us. I knew he was involved in something sinister. But this... is it even possible?
you think he...
Normally, we only worry that mages will fall victim. I have heard of blood mages or demons in solid... I'd not thought one of our own would be susceptible.
He's dead. Now let's figure out what happened.
I am Knight Captain Cullen. I thank you for your assistance. I've been conducting an investigation of some of our recruits who have gone missing. Wilmot was the first to return. I had hoped to confront him quietly, out of sight.
If you...
I meant to scare him into a confession. What? Recruits can be worse. There is a vigil before Templars take their arms, but the gravest danger they face is falling asleep.
Do you know what happened to Wilmot while he was gone?
No. I thought Wilmot might be meeting with some old friends who'd escaped the
I've got friends who are mages. Are you saying they need to always be watched as well?
I was at the Circle Tower in Ferelden during the Blight. I saw firsthand how
trust and leniency.
I still have nightmares of Uldred's depravities.
Your other recruits are still at risk. We must find them.
I fear we're already too late. Wilmot disappeared along with another lad, Karen, a good boy. They were last seen together at the Blooming Rose. But I had no luck interrogating the, young ladies there. I doubt they know anything of magic or demons.
Don't be fooled by a pretty face.
They fear we would shut them down if they admit to serving our recruits. Perhaps you could talk to them. Our recruits may be in grave danger, to their bodies and souls. If you learn what manner of creature did this to Wilmot, please come tell me in the gallows. I will ensure you are rewarded.
Why, hello there. Remember me? You still owe me from what you gave to that urchin, since you've done so well for yourself.
I'm not paying you for goods you stole in the first place.
I intend to take what you owe, with interest.
I'll deal with this!
Something, honey?
A couple of Templar recruits went missing. They were last seen here.
You'll have to be more specific. We do a lot of business with the Templars.
We have a lot of missing Templars. If we don't act quickly, we may only find corpses.
Now, no need to get all dramatic on me. Let me look through the books. Wilmot, Karen... Here we go.
Wilmot came in here a lot. You sure he had time to be a Templar? The both of them last saw Iduna, the exotic wonder from the east.
That's quite the stage name.
It sounds... You should hear what some of the others are called.
Thank you for your help.
Sure thing. And listen, you didn't hear any of this from me. We clear?
Quintus, where's my Montsemart white wine?
I have to get it from the cellar. Figure out walnuts or something in the meantime.
Iduna, right? Do you remember entertaining a Templar named Wilmot a few weeks ago? Or Karen?
Wilmot. Wilmot. That doesn't sound familiar.
Stop playing dumb. Answer my question.
Oh, we like it rough, do we? Questions are boring. Why don't we have some real fun?
Are you certain we can't postpone this, Hawk?
You should listen to your friend.
We have to ask her about...
You really can be quite a bore. You know that, right?
You've got one more chance to answer me before I make you.
I'm just trying to make a living. No need to be cross. Who told you about little old me?
It was Vivica. She showed me her books.
That wasn't so hard, was it? So, Vivica sold me out, did she? That drab, pathetic little sewer rat. She will be dealt with. Just do one more thing for me. Draw your blade and bring it gently across your throat.
Anders, make her stop. Let go of my friends.
How did you... Oh, shit. Spare me, Messer.
What foul magic was that?
Blood and desire in equal measure. An art I learned from... elsewhere.
Blood magic, then?
Yes, Messer. Please don't kill me.
You're going to answer all my questions, and if there's even a hint of magic...
Tirani put me here, to send biddable Templar recruits to the Sanctuary. Three Spear Alley in the Undercity. I enchanted Wilmot and Karen weeks ago. But after they left these walls, I know not what came of them. Please, let me live. It's not my fault. It was all Tirani's idea.
Tell me...
She says the Templars cannot hold... That's all I know.
The Templars are coming for you. No more of your tricks.
We need to go to the Sanctuary. Some blood mage bitch needs to pay for this.
Market's closed. Come back in the morning.
Wilmot. Question.
Hawk.
You should listen to your friend. Who told you? Just spare me, Miss. Yes, Miss. Please, let me live. It's not my fault.
Market's closed. Come back in the morning.
We should go carefully. Who knows what this many blood mages may have summoned to defend themselves?
Trap ahead. It's done.
Watch your step. You're such a slave driver.
How wonderful. More vessels for our experiments.
Where is Karen?
Perhaps the demons will find one of you suitable.
Always the demon thing. Can't you people say no?
I am not some hopeless waif that ran crying to a demon. I sought them out and embraced them.
Why have you taken the recruits?
Demons can inhabit much more than mages and corpses. With assistance, they can control anyone I ask. Any Templar, any noble, any
Go ahead. Try to give me to your demons.
Good, good. The demons like spirit. If a few more Templars fall to the demons, we can seed chaos in their ranks. How many abominations can they discover amongst their own before it drives the Knight Commander crazy?
Tell me where
Useless vessels can still feed the... Useless vessels can still feed the
You're worse than a monster. Goodbye.
Kill the vessels only if you must! Come on!
Is it over?
Karen.
Yes, that's my name. Oh, thank the Maker. I thought he had abandoned me.
So, when do we find out if this one's got a demon inside?
The cage has opened. Thank Andraste.
What do you...
I'm sorry. It's all a...
Meryl, you know something about this. Is he possessed?
I don't know. It's clean. There's no scent of demons in his blood.
Go ahead and leave, Karen. You've been through enough.
Don't tell the Templars. I don't know what they do to me. Please, I need to go back. Tell them I'm all right. Tell my sister. I must go.
When you talk to Sir Cullen, maybe downplay the blood magic angle. We don't need the Templars cracking down even harder. Darktown. Is there anywhere more pathetic?
Blood mages have infiltrated your ranks. They've been implanting your recruits with demons.
Sweet blood of Andraste.
Demons? Did you say something about the recruits and demons?
I didn't want to tell you, Masha. They were horrible. Those mages see the rest of us as ants to be crushed. They won't stop until they've destroyed the Chantry and the Templars forever.
Tirane was crazy. Magic didn't make her that way.
True. Not every mage gives in to temptation, but none are ever free of it. At any time, any mage could become a monster, from the lowest apprentice to the most seasoned enchanters. Mages cannot be treated like people. They are not like you and me.
Surely that's a little harsh.
They are weapons. They have the power to light a city on fire in a fit of pique.
Mages are humans, and elves, just like the rest of us.
Many might go their whole lives thinking that. But if even 1 in 10 falls to the lure of blood magic, they could destroy this world. For now, Karen, unless it is proven you are free of demons, I must strip you of your commission immediately.
No, you can't really think that. Karen's fine. He's safe.
Please, sir. I tried to resist. I never took anything they offered. I need this position, or my sister can't eat. I've been training for 5 years.
We conducted tests on Karen. He's not possessed. He can stay in the Order.
I hesitate to ask what methods you used that you are so certain. Still, you have done much for us by stopping these blood mages. I will heed your request. If he has shown no sign of demonic possession in 10 years' time, Karen will become eligible for full knighthood.
Thank you, Sarah. Again. But without a full knighthood, Karen's pay is so small. I do not know if I can reward you as you deserve.
I will handle that, miss. You have done the Order a great service. We will not forget it.
So are you ready? It's a long trek. If you have any business you need to wrap up here, you'd better do it now.
I'm ready. Let's get started.
And let's not waste any more time. We've chosen one of the hidden entrances. The deep roads there will be nice and virginal, ready for a good deflowering. Ha!
Now there's an interesting image.
It'll take a week for us to get to the depth we need. There are bound to be leftover darkspawn from the Blight. Big risks, big rewards.
I didn't give up all that coin for nothing.
Trust me, you will reap what you sow, partner. Now, before... Wait! Who invited the old woman?
I'm sorry to interrupt, Sir Dwarf, but I need to speak with my children.
Mother! I told you not to get involved with this.
I just want to know one thing. Are you planning on taking Bethany with you?
I hadn't decided yet.
Mother, I'll be fine. I want to go.
It's not fine. You can't both go. What if something will happen to you? You, I understand wanting to do this. But leave your sister here, I beg you.
It's the Templars or the Darkspawn, Mother. At least I'm allowed to fight Darkspawn.
Well, you're not gonna be able to take everyone anyhow. You'll need to decide.
Bethany, I beg you. Don't go. Don't do this.
I'll be fine, Mother, I promise. This will work out for the best. You'll see.
Personal drama over with? Now let's get underway.
Been a long time coming, eh, brother?
That it has. The deep roads await!
No, this can't be right. The champion and his apostate sister came to Kirkwall to spread subversion against the Chantry. But you claim this wasn't the case. The champion just happened to have dealings with the Canary, joined forces with a known raider, a blood mage, a rebel warden, and for what? Coin?
Maybe it's not as simple as you imagine, Seeker.
Simple? Do I need to remind you what your friend did? Do I need to tell you how many lives have been lost? How many more will be lost? You cannot sit there and tell me he is innocent.
I don't know if innocent is the right word exactly.
He must have known. Somehow the champion knew what was down there. That's why he wanted to join your expedition.
No. None of us knew. If we had, he wouldn't have let his sister step foot into that blighted hole.
Is that so? Then tell me your version of what happened on this expedition.
Well, we entered the deep roads as planned, but we didn't get very far.
There's been a collapse. The way forward is blocked.
What? Is there some way around?
Not that I've been able to find. The side passages are too dangerous.
Useless! What am I paying you blighters for? Set camp!
Problems, brother?
Sodding deep roads. Who knows how long it'll take to clear the path?
Shall we not try to find a way around instead? Seems like the logical choice.
You think I'm an idiot, Varric? The scouts say the side passages are too dangerous.
I'll deal with whatever we find if it means not sitting here.
We'll take a look. If we come running back, screaming, you'll know staying put was the right decision.
Fine, fine! Find a way around. Just do it quickly.
This is why I left the Wardens. I hate the blighted deep roads.
I hate to add to your burdens, my friends, but I fear I must. I fear my boy Sandal wandered off. He's somewhere in those passages right now. I beg you, keep an eye out for him. He just doesn't understand danger like he should. I'm more worried about him. He gets so easily distracted.
If he's alive, we'll find him.
Poor Sandal. I can't believe he's done this.
Let's move quickly then.
We're supposed to dig through that?
Buck's uncle. Isn't that Bodan's boy?
Hello?
He survived this entire time.
I don't believe it. Are you responsible for all this?
Boom.
And how did you do that?
Not enchantment.
Smart boy. Come on. We still need to find a way past that collapse. This goes right where we want it to. Let's go back and tell Bartrand. He'll be so pleased. Bartrand! We found a way around your damned cave-in.
It's about time. Let's move out! Holy shit.
Is this what you were expecting?
I thought. An abandoned dyke, something old, but... what is this?
How did you even know it was here?
Old scavenger tales. After the third blight. A week below the surface, they said. But nobody believed them.
Looks like they were right.
Make camp here! We need to look around. Get it. Nothing in this tide makes sense.
Why's that?
We're well below the deep roads. Whatever dwarves lived here, they came long before the first blight. But where are the statues of paragons? I don't recognize these markings on the wall, or anything in the rubble.
You can't know everything about dwarven history.
I know enough about our history to know we haven't changed much. Dwarves have been mired in tradition for many ages. These dwarves might have been unique. If so, I hope they kept their valuables close at hand.
This place is supposed to be something
What's so
special.
special about this place? Looks like the rest of the deep roads to me.
You found him! I can't believe it! You found him!
Hello?
I owe you a great debt. I will repay it somehow. I swear my life on it.
No need. I'm glad Sandal was all right.
Because of you. You will not regret this.
Whatever's through there, it seems still intact. Think we'll find anything?
Bartrand is far more enthralled with this place than you are.
Unlike him, I wasn't born in Orzammar. I wouldn't even be down here if there wasn't profit in it. This entire place gives me the chills. Let's hope it's worth it.
Chances are we won't find anything but even more darkspawn and rubble. Maybe bones.
I suppose we'll need to go down there to find out. see what I'm seeing?
Is that lyrium?
It's definitely magic. And not the good kind.
Doesn't look like any kind of lyrium I've ever seen. Look at this, Bartrand. An idol made out of pure lyrium, I think. Could be worth a fortune.
You could be right. Excellent find.
Not bad. We'll take a look around. See if there's anything further in.
You do that.
The door!
Bartrand! It's shut behind you!
You always did notice everything, Varric.
Are you joking? You're going to screw over your own brother for a lousy idol?
It's not just the idol. The location of this tag alone is worth a fortune, and I'm not splitting that 3 ways. Sorry, brother.
Bartrand! Bartrand!
I swear I will find that son of a bitch. And I will kill him. Let's hope there's a way out of here.
When's the fighting start? I'll do
are those things?
I suppose I could give that a shot. Piece of cake.
I would not see these creatures harmed without need.
We're defending ourselves. Keep your distance.
They will not assault you further, not without my permission.
What are these things? They seem like rock wraiths, but...
They hunger. The profane have lingered in this place for ages, beyond memory, feeding on the magic stones until the need is all they know.
They eat the lyrium.
I am not as they are. I am a visitor.
It seems mostly interested in their hunger. It's a demon, come to feed.
I would not see my feast end. I sense your desire. You seek to leave this place, but you will need my aid to do so.
Don't do it. Demons will trip you up every time.
Be careful. I don't like the sound of this.
What are our options?
What?
There is another door that leads into the park. It has been sealed. I know where the key is.
So what do you think?
I'll give it my answer.
Foolish!
What is this place?
This is the vault. The dwarves would have brought their... Rock wraiths are supposed to be dwarven legends. They're not even supposed to be real.
It's not very real now.
I suppose it doesn't matter. Look at what it was guarding.
Let's see if there's something that can help get us out of here.
Key. The kind that opens doors, I hope. I'd say this is our way back.
How long to get back?
If we're unlucky, maybe a week.
And if we're lucky?
We stumble over Bartrand's corpse on the way.
This part of the Deep Roads looks familiar.
We're back where we started. And in only 5 days. Not bad, eh?
Could we... slow down? I'm not feeling very well.
Let's make camp if you're sick.
I'll wager it was those deep mushrooms we found.
No.
Bethany! It's the Blight. I can sense it.
I'll end up just like Wesley, won't I?
I'm not going to let that happen.
I'm not going to last until the surface. It's coming on faster.
There might be something we can do. I stole the maps from a warden that had come to Kirkwall. I wanted to know if he was looking for me. He wasn't. The maps were for planning their own expedition into the Deep Roads.
Does that mean the Grey Wardens are here?
If the Wardens are here, I know where. We could bring Bethany to them.
And do what? Become a Grey Warden?
Is becoming a Grey...
Yes, but it's not without a price. She might survive the Blight. You think I got away? Eventually, they might agree to it, however.
Let's not waste any time.
Then I hope I'm right.
What's wrong?
I think they're nearby. Or it could be Darkspawn. Fancy meeting you here, Stroud.
I could say the same. Aren't you supposed to be dead?
That's the rumor. But I didn't come here to swap stories with you.
You mean the girl as a recruit? Of course you do. I'm sorry. I know this comes as no comfort to you, but we do not recruit Grey Wardens out of pity. It is no kindness.
Bethany happens to be a powerful mage, you'd be an idiot not to recruit her.
Be that as it may, I cannot.
Stroud, trust me when I say this one is worth your time. With the Blight over, you Wardens don't have recruits lining up.
This is no simple thing, Anders. This may be as much a death sentence as the sickness, and you know it.
She'll die anyway. Take her and try. I'm asking you.
Very well, I will try. But if I do this, then we are even. If the girl comes, she comes now, and you may not see her again. Being a Grey Warden is not a cure. It is a calling.
Are you sure about this?
If this is the only way you can live, then it has to be.
We must move quickly if we are to make the surface in time.
Then, I guess this is it. Take care of Mother.
Home, sweet home. Finally. Oh, I wonder if Bartran came back to the city. You think I'd be that lucky?
Luck hasn't exactly been our strong point so far.
This is true. I'm sorry about what happened to your sister.
She'll make it. Bethany's a strong girl.
I should have seen Bartran's betrayal coming. I'll find that maggot if it's the last thing I do. I imagine you'll be heading home to, tell the family.
I don't have much choice.
You'll be a wealthy man, Hawk. It wasn't all for nothing.
Oh, my baby. You made it home. Bethany isn't with you.
No.
Is she coming back?
I don't know.
So the champion's sister was a Grey Warden?
Yes, but that's not the connection you're looking for.
Isn't it? The involvement of the Grey Wardens makes perfect sense. And the champion's companions? Merrill, Aveline, Isabella? That Warden Anders?
Don't remind me. I introduced them.
We thought they all came from Ferelden together, but now it makes sense. Motive and opportunity.
It's still not what you think.
Then I need to hear more.
Unless you've already decided. I can always go if you don't need me anymore.
Tell me what came next.
The treasure we found in the deep roads made us a fortune. The champion moved up in the world. Literally. Bought a mansion in Hightown. Everyone knew who he was now. Even the Viscount was taking notice. The Grey Wardens left Kirkwall. It was months before we learned Bethany survived. 3 years later, the Qunari still hadn't left. The Qunari insisted they were waiting for their ship. But some of us knew better.
compound was not meant to be permanent. There are concerns the Kunari influence is no longer contained.
Was it ever? Kirkwall has tension enough between Templar and Mage. But these Kunari, they sit like gargoyles waiting for Maker knows what, and everyone goes mad around them. Nearly 4 years I've stood between fanatics. And now, this.
Don't keep us in suspense.
Leave us. Meredith at my throat, Orsino at my heels, and a city scared of heretical giants. Balance has held because the Kunari ask for nothing. Even the space in Lowtown was a gift to contain them. But now, the Arishok has requested you. By name. What did you do?
I can't help it if I make an impression.
Apparently not. I remember how you helped my son. It seems you are meant to have influence above your station. Speak to the Arishok. Give him what he needs to keep the peace. Can you do that for Kirkwall, Sirrah Hawk? I'm certainly not equipped. I thank you for that. They claim they're... at least, not in a... If you think he's asking...
I'm always willing to assist.
Well, that is an attitude this city has lacked for a long time. Appease the Arishok. Take his demand and let him return to dormancy. As awkward as this has been, it is better than the alternative. Stepping down is looking more and more appealing. Is there a faction in this city that likes their neighbors? You wouldn't know it from my list of complaints.
You're looking well, Sirrah.
Well, you have certainly risen through the rank. Good for you.
Good day, Sirrah.
Good day, Sirrah. Happy now?
Please.
Seamus, wasn't it? The Viscount's boy.
You're here rather often, Sirrah Hawk. A good influence, I think. Even by not taking sides, you helped start something. I still accept no blame for defending Kunari. And I don't miss the kinship of the people who oppose what I believe.
You're determined to be a thorn in someone's side. Good for you.
I'm the son of the Viscount. My actions are dissected no matter what I believe. I may as well try to do some good. If I offend, well, some people try very hard to be offended. There are other ways to see the world. The Kunari have shown me that. Another time, when things are better.
You're part of the Amel family, aren't you? I had a report come in recently concerning your uncle.
Don't touch anything. I've arranged all of the papers alphabetically.
Fine day, Sarah.
It's different here as captain. Feels like family. It's done.
Hope the day is treating you well, Sarah.
We'll need to give them answers by tomorrow, Captain.
I'll have them. Dismissed.
The Seneschal was particularly vocal.
Dismissed. You'd think the captain of the guard could requisition a Templar or two, but no, that would be demeaning. Can't have them working for the people when eternity needs a nanny.
You had to know cleaning up this mess would be difficult.
It's not the challenge, it's the unending part. And really, I blame you. You poured money into a pot that was already full. Everything has shifted. Good job validating the fears of every anti-Ferelden and Kirkwall.
I didn't...
You've changed fortunes for many people. Not always for the better. Costs are up, but stack friends against the enemy.
Grouse all you want, but the Aveline I know doesn't regret a second as captain.
They'd have to drag me out of here. And I'm sure some are lining up to try. You among them, I bet. Haven't had much time to follow you around. Not that I need to. I can trust that you at least try to do right. I'm with you if you need me, Hawk. Just say the word. Nothing going on, Hawk. You'd be the first to know if there was.
Hope the day is treating you well, Sarah.
Good day, Sarah.
Oh, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you, Messiah. If only you humans didn't all look the same.
We can't all be short and bearded like your people, Bodan.
Indeed. It's quite a shame, really. I came to deliver this to you. The last of the proceeds from all that treasure you found in the deep roads. It seems your friend Varric found a buyer after all, yes? Quite well done.
So you raced here just to give me this?
I didn't want to be responsible for so much coin. Just holding that purse was making me sweat. Before I go, may I simply say how grateful I am that you've allowed my boy to stay in your home. I said I would repay you for saving Sandal's life, and I shall serve you faithfully. It is good to know he is safe.
I didn't ask you to be my manservant, Bodan.
But I owe you a debt, and after what happened in the deep roads, I have no other way to repay you. I'll leave you to your adventures. Your mother asks that you return to the mansion when you have a chance.
Don't manhandle the urchin. He's not for sale. Find your own. That's Gollum's name. Thaddeus Gigantus Crumbum the Third. Closer, boy. I think he smiled at me.
I do love the way the merchants glare at me as if I'm going to steal something.
You're an elf. All right, I'm just going to say it. Fenris, you need to present yourself better.
What are you talking about?
You're squatting in Hightown. I sympathize with your claims, but... You've settled in nicely.
It's just luck. And skill.
Indeed. Still, more coin never hurts, right? Say, if someone wanted to pass some work your way...
I'm listening, Aveline. What's the trouble?
A thorn in my side, inventing trouble and scaring people. Remember Emmerich, the Templar? He wants your help, and some sort of official sanction.
Official sanction?
For his investigation. He's convinced that every random murder in the past few years is connected, and he won't be quiet. Why can't he spend... There's no sense to that.
I seem to recall he had some good leads.
Then you won't mind chasing his threads. If it leads somewhere, I'll pick it up. Right now, he's just distracting my men. He's in the gallows. Do what you can. Thanks, Hawk. I'll try not to make a habit of this.
Hey, look. A partially burned page.
I like the doggy. Ruff, ruff, ruff. Ruff, ruff, ruff.
Looks like they're having a nice chat. Maybe Sandal picked up some Mabari speak from our time at the hero of Ferelden's camp. Good to see you again, sir. And then... a draft for you.
That dog. Well, maybe chew marks add character to the piece.
It's strange living here again. My childhood home. Now owned by my child. It's not something I could have imagined when I was a little girl staring out this window. I'm still grateful you used your money from the expedition to buy back the estate. I feel like an Amel again.
I'm going to make the name Hawk one to be proud of in this city.
I don't doubt it. Your father would have said that, with that exact look too. I just wish we could all be together as a family one more time. But I can't spend the rest of my life mourning Bethany and Carver. They're gone, and I can't bring them back. I guess I just need to start finding you a suitable wife.
If you need any enchantments...
Boom!
Ah, there he goes again. How he makes these things, I'll never know.
I like Bodan.
Perhaps he'll be the first dwarven mage. Wouldn't that be interesting?
I don't know. The actual mages don't do enchanting, do they? Just the ones who had their magic taken away.
Tranquil.
Yes, them. Oh.
Could I have some salamander?
Don't do it. That's where the boom comes from, I think.
Is that Isabella? Who carves that into a stairwell? Anders' manifesto. This thing turns up everywhere. Fenris said Daenerys left this at the mansion. Its eyes follow me around the room. Creepy. Hard in Hightown. Siege harder. What does that even mean? Varric must be stopped. That's Mother's room. I shouldn't intrude. Handprints? Was someone swinging on the chandelier? Sando. I should get some curtains. I wonder where Varric is today. Telling stories about my exploits to anyone who will listen, most likely. Alright, so she said to look at the crests sideways, then cover the... Sweet maker! Isabella! Oh, I can't unsee that. I could have left the amulet in there and forgotten all about it. What would the witch have done then? I see Varric's taken it upon himself to add certain embellishments to my journal. Paw prints. I told him to stay off the bed. I think I'll let Sandal empty that.
So the Seneschal's tax collector won't be coming around again like you asked. Funny story.
I'll pass, but thank you for the help.
Spoil sport. Why you want to squat up here in Hightown is beyond me.
I like the view.
So do I.
Three years. There's still no sign of Daenerys. I'm beginning to wonder if he's finally given up. Either way, if Daenerys is aware of my presence...
Isn't this what you wanted?
Yes, but... Tell me, what do you do when you stop running?
You start over. Isn't that what you want?
I don't know how. My first memory is receiving these markings. The lyrium being branded into my flesh. The agony wiped away everything. Whatever life I had before I became a slave, it's lost. I shouldn't trouble you with this. My problems are not yours.
I might be able to help with your problems. Or give you a few more.
Only a few.
The good kind.
Tempting. You're a handsome man, Hawk. Is there no one else who has your attention?
I didn't quite catch that first part.
I don't need to repeat the obvious, I'm certain. I'm an escaped slave and an elf, living in a borrowed mansion. None of those things bother you.
Why do you think that would bother me?
You are not most people, clearly. You raise an interesting point. I'll have to consider it. We should move on.
And that will, stop the itch.
Yes. Though I would stay away from women you meet in the port. Pirates tend to dock in unsavory places.
I heard that.
Just use the salve if it comes back.
Excuse me.
Things just keep getting worse. I had Templars practically on my doorstep the other night.
Don't tell me these things. I might have to lock you up to keep them off you.
They're not so much interested in me as destroying my kind and all I represent. The Knight Commander is out of control. Even her own people have been talking about it. The curfews, the midnight raids on mages' families. Everyone I know forced into hiding so they won't be made tranquil.
If they want you, they'll have to come through me.
Just being with me puts you at risk. The Knight Commander has declared supporting apostates a hanging offense. The thought of them hurting you, everything I've done to control this. I don't care. I would drown us in blood to keep you safe.
I don't want to see you lose yourself. To the Templars or justice.
How much is left if you strip both those out? The world needs to see men like you, who do not fear to stand openly at a mage's side.
Poor sods. Look at them. There's no hope in this place.
Hate this place and them that sent me in.
Turn up your purses, Girtwald. The leases of Javaris Tintoff are up for grabs.
By the dread wolf! Why is my house always such a mess when people are here? It's clean sometimes, I swear. By the dread wolf! Why is my house always such a mess when people are here?
It's clean sometimes, I swear.
Those two now. They're still waiting for a ship. Can you believe it?
Anyone knows Sir Karen? Has done anything wrong?
You're glaring, Anders. Is there a reason, or is it one of your moods?
Your term as captain hasn't been particularly mage-friendly.
I've only turned a handful over to the Templars.
Every despot starts some...
And yet I allow an abomination to whine at me. Credit where it's due.
Such a slave driver.
Need a little special something for that special someone. Need a little special something. For that special someone.
Isabella, you look well.
Are you talking about the flash on my cheeks? It must be the whiskey. Do you remember the relic I told you about? The one I need to find? I've been following a lead. I'm so close I can taste it.
Isn't that what you said last time?
Oh, you mean when I went digging for that stash?
Yes, that turned out to contain several badly written poems and an old boot.
It could have contained the relic. I just thought I'd let you know that I may soon be taking you up on that offer of help.
Do I get a kiss from the feisty temptress when I present her with the hard-won prize?
If you want. I'll even let you choose where I plant it.
Why do you always win at cards?
Because I cheat, kitten. This trinket, it's elven, isn't it? From your clan. Don't bet anything you're not prepared to lose. Here, have it back. A jigger of your finest whiskey for my friend over here. The Hanged Man's finest isn't much, but it'll get you just as drunk as anything you'll find in Hightown.
And you'll wake up and find someone stolen your trousers.
That's when you know it's a party. I thought I'd have to watch myself around you, but as it turns out, you're all right.
That's mildly insulting, you know.
You know what I mean. You don't judge people. You're not afraid to get your hands dirty. You know, little things like that. If I had someone like you on board my ship when the storm hit, maybe we wouldn't have been shipwrecked.
If you hadn't been shipwrecked, we wouldn't have met. That would have been a shame.
I'll drink to that.
Just tell me if you hear more rumblings from the coterie about protection. Blondie's got enough trouble. Let me ask you something, Hawk. You made it into Hightown. I'd expect anyone else to get complacent, but you must have plans.
I could go into business for myself. You must have pointers on that, don't you, Varric?
A
business is like a puppy. Take your eyes off it, and soon there's shit all over your floor. To be honest, I thought there might be a chance you'd want to go back to Ferelden now that things have calmed down. It's good to hear you're sticking around.
What would I do without my trusty dwarf? I'd cry myself to sleep without you.
Oh, don't get all teary-eyed on me, Hawk. You know I can't stand to see a human cry. So, we've got a whole city-state full of trouble to get into. Shall we get started? This is the best tavern in Kirkwall. It could use some cute dwarven serving girls, but otherwise, it's perfect.
So, this is where you live. Not bad. I preferred the old place. It had, more charm.
You're talking about the shack I shared with my mother, uncle, and sister.
I meant Lowtown. Dirty, chaotic, glorious Lowtown. The smell of tar, and the sea, and the sound of some whore plying her trade in a back alley. Oh. Don't you miss that?
You can get your thrills in Hightown if you know where to look.
Oh. And where would that be?
I can show you what I have in mind.
I should go. That was an interesting diversion.
Is that all I am to you? Oh, my wounded heart.
We were using each other, sweet thing. I was curious about you, and now my curiosity is...
Нихуя я вовремя.
Wait.
Телепус охуел от жизни, не правда ли?
What about love?
Love? We were ratting. It has nothing to do with love.
It's not always up to you. Love can be pretty persistent.
I don't care. It can go past
То чувство, когда аж самого телепуза воскресил.
When I was freed, I swore I would never marry again. He's my bitch. It broke his heart. Destroyed him.
I'm sorry it ended that way.
He was better off. I saved him a lot of trouble in the long run.
How?
I did thank him profusely, however.
О, даже верхний диалог изменился, кстати.
He was an artist.
You're not afraid of being hurt. You're just afraid of hurting someone else.
No, Look, it isn't like that. It's just easier this way. Now, if you're done trying to confuse the issue, I'm going to go.
И давно ты тут шкеришься? Пиздец, изи фарм отношений с ней, блин. Было столько, и хоп, уже столько, блин, стало. Да.
Did you ever run the wilds, boy? Kirkwall is no city for a breed used to open spaces.
Как?
Nice as your estate is, it's not healthy for a Mabari to be cooped up.
Чего?
May I take him to the barracks?
Какие нити?
He could help train my guards.
Good idea. It'll put the fear of dog into them.
Очень было похоже на другое
I
слово.
think it's time they faced down a good old Mabari charge.
Ну, тебе там дали
How about
оружие.
it, boy? Wanna
А!
try some recruits?
Просто я думал, ты ответ на мои вопросы даешь, а тут ты, оказывается, на своей волне. Эти каких-то Марий. Сейчас посмотрим, что это. Исану у меня среди это инвентаря. А, что-то ни хрена. Я бы читал не нити, но вот я только сел. Тут ебутся. Могу клип сделать. Не надо не надо клип ёбли делать. Или ты хочешь этим клипом разбить Кире сердце, учитывая, что она ожидала Фенриса? А я тут вот что творю. Хотя, откровенно говоря, я тут со всеми абсолютно флиртую. Со всеми сердечки прожимаю. Пиздец, у меня потом хаос начнется среди отношений, блин. С ней флиртую, с ним флиртую, с ней тоже флиртовал, с ней флиртовал, с ним флиртую, блин. Раз, два, три, четыре, пять. 5 кандидатов меня ёбнут. Ай. Сните нее. Нет, не Фенрис. Так, что у нас вообще висит? Как бы это многозвучно не прозвучало. Ебаный огузок. Ебать, ты его не любишь, конечно. Блин, вообще бы хорошо по городу пройтись и так покупки совершать всякие. А, давай. По покупкам. Не нужно. А, что, я один пошел? Я никого своего не взял? Ну и ладно.
I'm told your expedition did quite well for you.
А кто крыс любит, которые с корабля первые бегут? Ты думаешь, что он от меня убежит? Ха! Размечтался. У меня-то как у тебя не выйдет. А, чё, кого? А, это Изабель? На. Пусть прокачивается. Кстати, баг игры, точнее не баг игры, а косяк разработчиков. Помнишь магазин, где мы должны были узнать про Андерса? Вот он сейчас тут стоит, да? А он-то стоял вот тут, здесь была дверь, по сути. Я помню, что вот так выходил. А теперь вот так. Интересно, кто-нибудь кроме меня это вообще замечал? Мне важно, что меня он кинул. Но походу у тебя с ним отношения вообще не строились. И это я не про роман. Если ничего интересного, я пойду. Чё? На Андерсу? На, пусть жрет. Потому что я сразу почувствовал. А если ты себе бы ничего не чувствовал, просто бы ко всем относился хорошо изначально, тебя бы никто не кинул. И тебе не пришлось бы с этого беситься. Ну, хотя ты все равно меня уже не послушаешь, ты все равно на своем будешь стоять. Поэтому так уж и быть. Хейти его дальше, твое право. Так. Так, и колечко-то никому. Наверное, эльфийки мои. А ты что продаешь? Ничего интересного. Ну и пощель в жопу. Что от него воняет предательством. Ну, раз он тебя предал, видимо, ты в стычке между магами и храмовником выбрал это магов. А он же, по сути, магов типа не любит, пиздец как. Ну, за счет его прошлого с Тевинтером. Где им пользовались маги крови как хотели. Конечно, магов. Я сам за мага проходил. А я еще пока не решил, кого я поддержу. По ходу дела решу. Посмотрю, кто больше меня за это прохождение выбесит. Вообще долбоебизм за мага выбирать храмовников. Ну как, если ты, будучи магом, выбираешь сторону Мередит, ну и то есть еще в начале последнего третьего этапа прохождения, то есть немного даже раньше, чем финальная стычка образуется, то к тебе Мередит, несмотря на то, что ты маг, будет достаточно уважительно относиться и заявлять о том, что ты типа один из немногих магов, кто действительно в адеквате и которому можно доверять. Редкий такой диалог от Мередит в сторону мага. Ну, хотя вообще прикол в том, что, блин, это, конечно, будет как спойлер звучать. На самом деле, Мередит была адекватной, она вполне адекватная еще. Но вот к моменту, когда война с Кунари, она еще показывает адекватность. Но с момента, когда ей попадает тот ебаный Лириум, который нашли на глубинных тропах, с этого момента она начинает уже с катушек слетать. Потому что этот Лириум пиздец что творил. Его подробно в Инквизиции раскрывают. А вообще, как говорится, моменты, когда Мередит еще вполне адекватный, мы можем это пронаблюдать. Что ее пхала мне не усралась, и я ее разъебал. Ну там, как ни крути, тебе и Арсину, и Мередит убивать надо. Ты от этого никуда не денешься. Просто печально то, что из-за какого-то Лириума пошел полный пиздец. Так, это кому? Авелин. На, бон аппетит. Пиздец, я, конечно, быстро деньги растрачиваю на это все. Походу, скоро придется опять зарабатывать на все. Вот, по сути, если я такой дохуя богатый сейчас по сюжету, то почему это? Я до сих пор еще нуждаюсь в деньгах. По идее, у меня этих денег должно быть столько, что я могу вообще себе ни в чем не отказывать. Как и Фенрис отправил в Альгалу. А Фенрис у нас викинг? Я что-то пропустил? Тьфу ты, блин. Называется, смотрю на чат и бегу в стену. Эффект стримера, блин. А вообще я замечал такую интересную вещь. Когда стримишь, блин, то ты уже не так сконцентрирован на игре, блин. Все равно ты вроде даже если играешь, кажется, ты все равно сильно отвлекаешься и затупливаешь в каких-то моментах, блин. Так, ну это квеста потом пойду выполнять. Пусть висит пока. Да я уже понял твой хейт в сторону Фенриса, успокойся. Я какое-то кольцо взял, это не твое, что ли? Ну ладно. Так, стоп. Я здесь свою пати могу собрать. Ладно, добью отношение магов до конца. А потом можно хейтеров магов прокачивать. Так. Может, кольцо с Вариком связано? Я что-то не помню. А, да. С Вариком квест появился.
I've got something for you, Varric.
My father's signet ring. Where did you find it? Bartran pawned it off to pay for the expedition. I can't believe you found it. This sounds exactly like the sort of fake thing I'd make up about you.
А, ты уже заранее предчувствовал, что это случится, и ты уже историю сочинил?
When you tell people, mention that I got it from the belly of a dragon.
I'll throw in a couple of werewolves and a griffin for balance.
А не многовато ли?
I guess I'd better start answering my mail from Orzammar. I swear if I read one more page about golems. Anyway, I owe you one, Hawk.
А, ну да, Бранка же у меня в первой части там ебет этих гольмов по жесткому. Он с Вариком почти максимум. Так, а с остальными у меня что? Мэриль, ну еще маловато. С Андерсом маловато. Изабелла... Да, блять, Изабелла, выпусти меня! Зажала своими сиськами. Вот так и романтик, блин, всех подряд. Все тебя зажимать уже начнут банально. Как будто так и надо. Так, по верхнему городу надо прогуляться. Там тоже магазин. Чё, как у тебя дела, телепус и прочее? Давно от тебя ничего не слышал интересного. Вот ни разу во вторую за мужчину не играл. Mass Effect чуть не сказал. Dragon Age. Какая у него убогая моделька. Да у меня никак. Почему? Рюкзак берем. Изабелла, Мэри, Фенрис. И все, я бомж. В плане денег.
That's not evasive.
Look, I didn't get where I am by showing my hand, you know.
No, your hand isn't what I hear you've been showing.
Я болел неделю всю. Было хуево, тебе просто грустно. А грустно-то почему? Внезапно. Вообще, Dead Inside. Блять, я это чуть не прочитал, что как будто у тебя дед что-то там суициднулся. Осуждаю, конечно. Но на мгновение так прочитался. Я такой уже хотел спросить, типа, чё? А потом это, понял, что это ты любишь писать Dead Inside русскими буквами. И я поэтому... понятно. За себя грустно. Да, а что произошло-то? Ты можешь чуть поподробнее сказать? Или это слишком личное? Если там что-то такое завязано аж.
What's the matter, my love?
Tell me the truth. Am I losing my chest hair?
Master Hawk, what can I get for you?
Сир Эмерик? А ты что тут забыл? Ну это понятно, что... Ничего не произошло, ничего не хочу и не понимаю, зачем я вообще есть. У тебя возникла депрессия и синдром, получается, бесполезности. Ну смотри, как тебе выйти из такой ситуации? Тебе нужно чем-то заняться, что, на твой взгляд, покажется хотя бы для тебя полезным. И активно этим пытаться заниматься, даже если физически ты, не хочешь этим делать. Тогда, получается, отвлекая себя какими-то делами, ты будешь меньше думать. Меньше думаешь, больше делаешь. И от этого, как говорится, времени на грусть уже не останется. Не самый идеальный вариант, но можешь попробовать. Но мне ничего не интересно. А чё? Я могу, получается, свои же реплики слышать от стороны персонажей? Да ну нахрен. А я что-то даже не обращал внимания, что так можно. Я просто недавно вспомнил, что мне 19 и все. Типа 19 лет и нихуя, типа, из себя, типа, якобы не представляешь, ты об этом, что ли? Или что именно тебя в этом всем гложет? Не якобы, а по факту. Ну, в таком случае, для начала бы, тебе нужно учебу желательно хорошо закончить. А потом уже, как говорится, следующий пункт выполнять. Как говорится, докажи себе, что ты, как говорится, способен на большее, чем есть. Закончи я учебу. Так, у тебя же были какие-то планы в плане устройства по работе, типа у вас там какой-то бизнес мутиться начинался? Или все уже? Все пошло по пизде внезапно? Ты же вроде недавно о таких грандиозных планах рассказывал. От этого ничего не поменяется. Это все приколы. А это уже за тебя хотел порадовать, что у тебя уже дальнейшие планы на жизнь есть и прочее, что у тебя, как говорится, все хорошо будет. А это, оказывается, приколы. Грустно это сейчас услышать было. С перекупом ошибок сейчас нет. Не, серьезно подумал, что у тебя, может, какие-то реально там связи, уже какие-то идеи, планы и прочее, что уже, как говорится, все заранее продумано. А тебе ты говоришь, что это все приколы были. Притом, не понимая, в чем мотив этих приколов, учитывая, что меня это никаким образом не пранкануло. Или каких-то этих других зрителей в чате. Я поэтому подумал, что ты на серьезе. Ну, печально. Ну, еще, как говорится, не конец света. Может быть, еще что-нибудь подвернется. Ты, главное, обзаводись связями возможными. И, может быть, как говорится, где-то за что-нибудь зацепишься. Ну, может, тогда мне казалось, что это охуенная идея. Но не в то время, в которое мы живем. Сейчас вообще ничего нет. Но оно и не случится за пару секунд. Ты, главное, высматривай все любые возможности, какие могут подвернуться. А там уже, как говорится, все по наитию пойдет. А, кто ищет, тот всегда найдет, как говорится. Разве нет?
You do have an opinion on mages, don't you?
Of course I do. I just don't feel a constant need to bring it up. Mages don't worry.
Forgive me, Your Grace.
Вот сдам на права и уеду в 3 пизды. В смысле? Это что должно типа значить? О, лол. Мэриль это не понравилось. Ой, иди в жопу. Не критично. Ну, сяду и поеду куда-нибудь. Бесцельно. Как как самурай. У нас нет цели, только путь. Да. Не самое лучшее решение, но если это тебе придаст хоть какое-то значение, какое-то действие, то почему и нет. Главное, чтобы оно не привело тебя к печальной участи. А остальное не важно. Просто меня так заебал этот день сурка. Проснулся, ходил туда. Это не день сурка называется, Тепус, это называется рутина. И, как правило, рутина многих убивает, я согласен. Тебе просто не хватает какой-нибудь движухи. Пострадал в хуйне заново. Тебе нужно сменить обстановку. Короче, я понял твою проблему. Тебе просто смена обстановки нужна. Из-за того, что ты страдаешь рутиной, и тебе из-за этого плохо. Ох, если бы.
I thought it would end here. Young Master Hawk destroyed Flint Company. None remain. Yet, now that I know who sent them, it's harder to see their deaths as justice.
Death is never justice.
My... Hawk? We were just talking about you.
Carry on. I love to eavesdrop.
I'd rather talk directly, if you don't mind. I've learned who hired Flint Company. The Harrimans, a noble family of Kirkwall. They were my parents' allies. It's hard to believe they betrayed us like this.
Tell me.
His daughter took over the family. But I can't imagine that pushing her into outright murder.
Is there any peaceful way to resolve this?
If you treat the Harrimans like those mercenaries, you could start a war. Go carefully, Sebastian.
I must speak with Lady Harriman and find out what drove her to this madness. But I am the last of my line. I should not go alone and make myself a target.
Ну ясное дело, что он теперь это хочет, чтобы мы его прикрывали.
Again, your interest in my plight humbles me.
Смущать тебя? По-моему, тебя романтить чисто только девушка может, так что не надо это обольщаться. Тебя я зафлиртовать не могу. Так, он же этот разбойник, значит, это. Забыла из меню. Так, выпей сначала это. Так.
Let me know when you're ready to talk to Lady Harriman. I will pray for guidance.
Кстати, про книги Тарона, которую вот первую сейчас уничтожил, я вспомнил, где еще вторая книга должна быть. То есть надо туда-то осунуться. В крепости наместника. А, стоп. Побрякушки еще. На. А вот кольца нет. Надо поискать где-то. Да ну нахрен, она что, постоянно будет агриться на это? Ладно. Я же сохранился. Я там Эриль в пизду прогоняю, блядь. Она заебала меня агриться на это постоянно. Ладно, один раз она сагрилась, блядь. Но постоянно на это агриться не в пизду. Тупая Мэриль, блядь, с своими демонами. Все, иди нахуй. Не беси меня так. Ты же у нас любишь, что со всей этой нечистью боремся. Так, а у меня с ним какое отношение? Ну, более-менее. Не идеально, но и не, как говорится, ужасно. Уничтожаем уже эту ебаную книгу. Level up.
I have 14 different reports to be running.
Good day, sir.
Is that supposed to be Andraste's face on your crop?
What?
That belt buckle thing. Is that Andraste?
My father had this armor commissioned when I took my vows as a brother.
I'm just not sure I'd want the Maker seeing me shove his bride's head between my legs every morning.
Orc, the new scion of the Amel family. Congratulations. Anyway, what can I do for you? It's hard to keep recruitment up enough to... Should it come to open conflict?
I keep hearing about the Knight Commander. When do I get to meet her?
I'm afraid she's become more reclusive since you came to Kirkwall, Hawk. These last 3 years especially, she's been very suspicious of outside influences. I almost wonder if something happened.
My mother wants me to leave.
Насколько я знаю, ей же уже продали Лириум, да? Ну все, с этого момента у нее куха и должна начать ехать.
Hello, Emmerich. The guard captain says you're still chasing disappearing acts.
That's not funny. I need your help urgently. I've spent the past few years continuing my investigation into the murders of Ninette, Marin, and the other women. I believe I finally have a suspect. A man called Gascard Dupuis.
Крестуйте.
If you know he's guilty, do something about it.
Ah, and here we get to the crux of the matter. I cannot lay a finger on Dupuis. When I became convinced of his guilt, I went to the city guard and demanded that they do something.
Ну, как раз Авелин себе и послала, да, я помню.
They were forced to apologize, and I was reprimanded. Meredith forbade me from continuing my investigation, but she didn't say I couldn't seek outside help. Women are dying out. I had no choice, but it cannot be a coincidence.
It should be investigated at least.
Thank you. I faced nothing but ridicule. To hear someone say that is encouraging. Women are dying. I had no choice. It cannot be a coincidence.
Так я же сказал. А, это... Окей, сумею, помогу.
I knew I could count on you. You'll need to go to Cascade Dupuy's estate after nightfall. Please figure out what Dupuy is hiding. If he's innocent, find evidence to prove me wrong. It's just that simple.
Да, звучит просто, а на деле пиздец будет какой-нибудь.
They got Grace and the others.
They have you. I'm sure you're not surprised. After you turned us loose with no aid, no food, only a moment's head start. Where else could we end up? It's even worse here than I thought. Decimus was right. We should have died because...
Those statues were meant to intimidate slaves. You see ones like... Here we go!
What? Ну так и ходи по закоулкам. А, сука, скетч, блять, это же этот маг-друг, блин, Лилианы из ее DLC, блин, вспомнил этого придурка. Он вроде эльф был. Сука, мои деньги тут по швам.
Welcome. You're looking well. My store is much better stocked thanks to you. If you're interested in hunting down more ingredients, I can make other creations. And of course, I'll pay you for your work.
Окей, я это сделаю.
Sure. Just let me know what you need.
Perfect. I have a list of ingredients right here.
Так, надо сейчас именно от эльфийского этого пройтись. Там должно быть тоже от скетча быть.
So you were invested as people live here? I had just taken my vows when I learned my family was killed.
Опа, вот. О, антиванские вороны. Зеврана не видели случаем, ребят?
No one ever asked that.
Все. Устал я играть. Давайте, если что, продолжим завтра. Спасибо, что смотрели. До завтра. Пока-пока. Мяу.